Come on, now that's slow. Oh, nah, come pick me up. Nah. Pick me up talking shit. Yeah, all the other stuff I was trying to say. Oh, we back live in the building. We back live in the building. Clap it one more time. You heard it. This is the one where this is the one West News that's live in the building. UPK Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK One West News does bring your local, national, and international news every week here live in the building. You understand? I'm your host, Cap Sapari, along with
Officer Mathum.
And we're going to be bringing on some dynamic news. You can minimize this screen real quick, Alazar, so we can get a couple of these articles. Of course, you know, things ain't dying down. Donald Trump talking about, they was talking about a ceasefire deal, and we trying to come up with these negotiations, right?
Right.
Meanwhile, at the same time, you got Benjamin Netanyahu on 60 Minutes talking about, oh no, there's more work to be done, and you got to go in and you got to extract and you got to do X, Y, and Z. Why is he saying that? He's saying things contrary to what Donald Trump is saying. And why? Because they're first of all, there's, you know, have no morals, no true alliance, and they all over the place with it. So Donald Trump will say one thing, and then you see Benjamin Netanyahu on 60 Minutes talking about another.
Right.
And then Donald Trump turns around and says, "Yeah, it ain't over. We got X, Y, and Z to do." Why is that? There's no putting this fire out. There's no putting this fire out. What we see here in the earth is going to be continued turmoil. There's going to continue turmoil. There's going to be continued issues, problems, or what have you. So, bear with me 1 second. What does that say? What did Corral say? He sent us something. What did that say right there? To what? Oh, stream y'all. Okay, no sweat.
Oh, I think you probably trying to plug in the phone number.
Possibly. I'm gonna get with it in a second. I was like, you can call Corral if you like. See what's going on with that. I can't see it from here. Hold on, let me see. You want to start there? I'm gonna start with Netanyahu. Oh no, I want to start with China first, though.
Okay, we'll start.
That's the one I sent you, right?
Right, that's the one you sent me.
And meanwhile, also this, right? Check this out. The propaganda is showing you what? It's showing you midterms, Democrats, Republican,
right?
George, what's they trying to take over?
Gerrymandering.
That's the main headline, and in American national news.
Right.
Meanwhile, it's a whole war in turmoil with all these other nations. Also, with Russia is gaining from the war in Iran. You know what I'm saying? Taiwan, China tensions increase. North Korea, they got a bridge going to North Korea to Russia, and they talking about building. I think they building it right now if they're not done, and that's going to help more transportation of weapons back and forth.
Right.
Y'all better lock in and see what's really going on in the earth, yo. But we bugged out. Though. Go ahead.
Yeah, they really trying to economically strangle China, because they know economically China is the powerhouse of the earth right now. China is really not interested in war per se. You understand, as it's going on in Russia and as it's going on over there in the Middle East. But economically, China is at war with America. America trying to strangle that what's that called? That Silken Road that they got that's supposed to be another route as opposed to going across the sea. This is going across. It's coming from Iran to Russia, through all of those little small countries down below Russia. What is it called? Armenia, all down in there. But that's what America's trying to get them to go to war with Russia too. All those little tiny countries. America's trying to stir up a lot of what's name. But the whole war thing, especially with Iran, is stirring up a problem between Iran, Russia, and China. You understand what I'm saying? And America is not the powerhouse that everybody thought they was. Once 1990s hit, America was the global power of the earth, because remember, Russia had just fallen. It was actually the Soviet Union. Soviet Union had fell. China was still weak. China was growing, but they wasn't really a global power, a powerhouse as an entity. America really wasn't worried about them. And remember, back in 2001, America had already said the 7 nations that they wanted to conquer. You understand? In 5 years. Remember, Iran was one of them. Iran makes the connection between Russia and China. You understand? That's the connection right there with them right there. So they figure they destroyed Libya. Mm-hmm. They destroyed Iraq. They destroyed Lebanon. They destroyed Syria. Mm-hmm. You understand? And it was 2 other countries in there that they destroyed. And Iran was supposed to be that last country right there. And that's why this war is going on with Iran. Remember, Iran had nothing to do with the war. They started the war with Iran, but this was a part of their global takeover. And the global takeover was that Strait of Hormuz and all of that oil that Iran had over there. They wanted to control the whole Middle East. That's the reason why Israel is sitting there right now, a country with no borders. Because if you notice, every time they conquer someplace else, they talk about, oh, well, we expanding their borders upon that. For years, they've been asking Israel, where's your borders at? And so this is a proxy. Israel is a proxy for the United States, just as
vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Israel's the United States. United States is Israel, and they playing this propaganda game. And really, like Commander Holland was saying this, right? Look at it like little gangs. Look at it like little gangs fighting for corners.
Right.
They're like little gangs fighting for corners, but their corners is valleyways and ports.
Yep.
And
straits.
And straits. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's their corners that they're fighting over. And they put this veil over it like it's about democracy and freedom and safety, when really they just want to control the earth.
Right.
And everything going to and fro, going to and from, you know, just like a gangster.
Right.
You can't sell here. You got to go to that block. You got to go down Lexington Market. You kicked out of the hood. You understand? You can't sell around here no more. You got to go downtown or something, or like, you know what I'm saying? They're a bunch of gangsters. So they looking at Iran like a bunch of punks.
Right.
And listen, this gonna be our block. We controlling this block now. And Iran is just fighting for the block. Like it's a gang war going on. Trump is a gang leader. Benjamin Netanyahu is a gang leader. And these are just a bunch of white gangs and Arab gangs. And they got so much power and wealth and oil that we don't look at them as violent people.
Right.
We look at it as fighting for democracy and freedom and liberation and free Iran and free Ukraine and stop the wars. Imagine going up to some vice lords, and who the vice lords be against? Latin Kings? I don't know. Vice lords is Detroit in them, right? Chicago.
Vice lords.
They got vice lords in the
only reason why I know that because I watch
I
watch Good Times.
Well, let's say Crips and Blood. That's a famous one. Imagine going up to the Crips and Bloods and saying,
"Yeah,
oh, they're fighting for freedom for their block and democracy for the blue rag, democracy for the red people,
Right.
and freedom and justice for the whole Compton clique
Right.
and their families, and they want to be prosperous and get jobs.
Mm-hmm. Well, think
you look at them like, what are you talking about? They ain't killing everybody and selling drugs. What the hell are you talking about?
Think about it though, right?
You gotta look at it like that. Go ahead, man.
You think about it, Salak, sir, if I may. If you think about it, that's how America has spread democracy. That's how democracy got spread into South Africa. That's how democracy got spread into the Middle East. That's how democracy got spread to us. You understand? Democracy is spread by the sword. And if you really think about it, when America spreads the democracy, America is using the democracy to get in close, right? Then what they do is they promise economic aid. You understand? And with the economic aid, you get the noose around your neck. You get the yoke around your neck. You understand? Because in order for us to help you to prosper, we have to get this from you. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of countries give up their freedom. You understand? They give up their freedom to be under the democracy or under the guise of democracy, because democracy is just what it is. Democracy is no different than what they say communism is. I'm not an understander of communism, but I definitely know democracy is just like what they say communism is. You understand? Because think about this. We live in a democracy right now, right? But you don't have freedom of speech. You don't have control of your own destiny. You understand? If the United States government feels a certain way about you, they can freeze your account. They can take everything from you. They can have you a billionaire in 1 minute and out on the streets the next minute. It's already been proven. And the things that they say about communism is the very things that we live through today. You understand? Think about it, right? If what's his name? What's the basketball player name? The young dude that put the post on his Kyrie Irving. He put a post.
He ain't young no more.
I mean, but
for basketball,
he's way younger than me.
Basketball term.
You understand? But he put the post. He only posted
the movie,
the documentary, right? The documentary. He only posted it, and they froze his account, and they took $500,000 away from him, and told him he had to go speak to the so-called Jewish man. He had to be taught by them. You understand what I'm saying? How many times have we heard that happen? How many times have we seen people get blacklisted because they spoke up or stood up against something? You understand what I'm saying? The very thing that they say about communism is the very, very same things that they do to us right here. How many times have we stood? Think about this, right? We stand for justice in front of the very people who do the very injustices to us. That's communism. You understand? When you are not in control of your own destiny, when they can sit and shake a gavel and that could be the end of your life. Think about the brothers that get freed every day. You understand? So now let's go back to 1979 in the Iran, hostage situation. In 1979, they took that plane and all of those people, they held all those people hostage. Who did they release? They released the black people in 2 days because they said they're being oppressed in America as it is. They held these people for over 600 days. You understand what I'm saying? But we look at that like, yo, these dudes is crazy as a mug. Why are they crazy? Because America had covertly attacked them already and destroyed their country. What we seeing is the effects of what democracy does. You understand? Democracy, so-called, but think about this, Cap. I ain't even gonna say so-called democracy. Democracy, even back in the Renaissance days when they were spreading that democracy and Catholicism, they spread it by the sword. You understand? They brought it to you just like America comes to us, right? They comes to us in peace and in love. When they spread that, when they spread that Catholicism back in the Renaissance time, when they were spreading that, they spread it how? How did they spread it? They sent in the monks and the priests to talk to the people. If the people didn't agree with the monks and the priests left. And minutes later, that's when the swords came in. Then they started chopping people's heads off. If nobody agreed with them, they burnt the whole city or town, and then they moved on to the next one. That's what America does to these countries. When America goes into these countries, and then we look at it because we sitting on the inside looking out, and these people look horrible to us, right? When in fact these people are doing, and I'm not saying we not on the side of Iran or none of these other countries, but what we trying to do is explain how horrible America really is. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say that any of these other countries are any better, but a lot of us have that veil over our eyes and believe that America is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because we've been having that veil over our eyes so long, we don't see the evil doings that America does. Listen, Cap, for real, if it wasn't for me coming into this truth, a lot of this stuff I wouldn't even have recognized.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
If I could, it was hard for me, especially early on, coming into the truth. Like, I wasn't in the truth yet, but I was finding my way.
Right.
I always felt like America could be fixed.
Right.
That's what a lot of them coons.
Yep.
They don't even know or think that they're coons.
Right.
A lot of them liberal Democrats. Oh, we gotta vote here. We gotta vote here. All this kind of. I was like really on that wavelength. Like, if we vote this way, if we vote here, not knowing like it's all bull.
Right.
It's all bull. And also this, you're right about the propaganda and the perception that America gives so-called Americans, right, as the good guys.
Right.
All of that's going away.
Yeah.
All that, like the man of sin, the man of perdition,
mm-hmm.
all of that's being revealed now. Like, they kind of like trying to show face, but they don't really give it down.
Yep.
They are evil as hell. That ain't really hard to see no more.
Right.
You know, the propaganda is like dwindling away, but you're right. But we've been fed this. Madame was right. We've been fed this story and this propaganda, like we're the good guys, and we can't even fathom like these cats in the political system that's really about voting, and we gotta get enough signatures. We gotta get enough people in the Democratic Party and Congress and on the Senate, and then that's gonna fix America.
Oh.
Young, it's all trash.
Yeah,
all of them are the bad guy. Oh, man, if Kamala was here, if Kamala would have won, it would not have happened this way. Israel would not be boomed. Israel was already slaughtering Gaza.
Right.
They were slaughtering Gaza. Gaza don't even exist. Nobody even heard about Gaza in months. Now it's Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Qatar.
Yeah.
Now it's Iran. They just moved on, like mission accomplished, next nation to conquer.
Yep.
Next nation to blow up. Right? What did Kamala do? Matter of fact, Barack Obama was asked, I think it was at this vast meeting, or he's been doing a lot of podcasts and stadiums or what have you. It was a heckler in the crowd. Maybe you can pull it up on another tab, but we got to get to these articles too.
Yeah.
A heckler said this: Is Gaza a genocide? He was stumbling. And fumbling because why? He can't say nothing against Israel.
You know why? Because he's getting paid by him.
He getting paid.
And that's the crazy thing about him. Everything that he's doing. Think about this too, right? Look at the out and out thievery that Trump and his family are doing right now, right? Look at all of the money. What was that coin that he had? What was the coin that he had? That Trump coin that was supposed to be like a Bitcoin.
Yeah, Trump coin.
That was a hustle, right? Then he had, did you see the Trump phones that he had? The iPhones for $500?
Type Obama after that.
Listen, they said he had, what was that? 52,000 orders for those phones, taking $500 deposit. He came back out a couple of months
there you
ago.
Hit that one. Yeah, hit that. That's it right there. If we got a shorter video. Oh, go back. Oh, I do. Hold on. Trying to get a smaller. That's an hour. Okay, yeah, let's get this one. But before we go, let's finish what you were saying. Though. You want to get this?
What was I saying?
Yeah. Let's share this because I just mentioned this. Add this a stage real quick. I want to find a spot where, like, the heckler says, speaking on Gaza, what have you.
Sir,
Please.
sir, I'm not the president of the United States currently.
Hold on.
So,
who else said that? Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
She was at some signing, some book signing. She's like, you know how she get off I'm not the president of the United States. And the crowd erupts.
Right.
That's they do defense. Listen, let's go ahead. Let's get some.
there's no point in shouting at me. There's no point in shouting at me about it. I'm not in charge of foreign policy currency.
Please.
Well, there you go. But now, listen. By the way, what's happened? I think we're going to have some time to talk about overseas.
And listen, if I could, we gotta do some commentary on this. He's deflecting.
Yeah.
He's deflecting. They are professionals in not answering a question. Heckler is saying, is Gaza a genocide?
Right.
What happened in Gaza? Was that a genocide or not?
Right.
He said, well, I'm not the president. He's obviously deflecting anything.
Right. Well, think about this, right? I've heard Obama do multiple speeches and on spot question and answer.
Right.
Never heard him stumble like that and be lost for words. You understand what I'm saying? When you catch somebody in a spot where they know the answer, but they can't answer like they want to answer, this is what it sounds like right here. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're getting paid illegal money, even after you're out of your presidency, they control everything that you say from the time that you leave that presidency until the time you get laid in the coffin. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way, this is how he making his money, because he going around and saying what they want him to say. You understand? And now he's being asked a question that he really didn't expect. You understand? All those speeches that he's done, a lot of those speeches, he can answer questions that he didn't expect because he knows he's a good speaker.
He's on his toes with it.
Yeah, he on his toes. But this right here,
he got to play the game. He got to play the you got to play the game here.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to address that as well. Because these things are actually connected. I'll just go ahead and talk about it now. Part of what you see in the Middle East is the consequences of a mindset that some people are worth more than others. That's
not answering the question.
Yeah.
That we're each part of a tribe, and that it's a zero-sum game. And that, you know, my tribe is better than your tribe. That mindset, at some point, if you look at it, history results in conflict. Terrible things are done On behalf of
Let's try to get to the point.
This nigga lost. He lost.
I want to be clear, I'm not drawing equivalences. This is medicine and shelter. We are justified in perpetrating that kind of brutality. Gaza who are suffering right now. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not drawing equivalences. This is because this is part of the.
So he BS. I'm gonna get off it though. I'm gonna get off it, but basically he wasn't trying to outright say. He wasn't trying to outwardly say that I am against what Israel is doing in Iran or what they did in Gaza,
right,
or what have you. What member of Congress right now is outwardly saying it could be Republican or Democrat? Matter of fact, what mayor, what congressman, what state senate or Senate, U.S. Senate, who is saying what's going on is crazy right now? Who's outwardly saying that? Show me.
Ain't none of them.
Ain't none of them saying that. Their whole spin for political power is that Trump is bad.
Right.
They're not saying the war is bad. They're saying Trump is racist. We gotta vote blue. Meanwhile, you're taking millions of dollars from the lobby of Israel.
Right.
And you can't say nothing about that. Like all of America, all on YouTube and all on TikTok and Twitter, and everybody is saying the war is horrible. Where are the elected officials that you voted for? We're all about politics. We got to get out and vote. Ain't nobody voicing your opinion.
Right.
But she said we got to get out and vote as long as we get blue. I be seeing these cats on TikTok. Oh man, Donald Trump is just all they so technical and about the facts and the files and the laws and the politics, and they think if we would have just got the black women in the office. She's a heathen, by the way.
Same thing would have happened.
Right, same thing would have happened. And when has America ever what has America ain't working for us? You working for America, but meanwhile they ain't working for you. You up there double time. You up there double time to the debate, to the political debate.
Mm-hmm.
Democrat. Republican, my party is this. My Democrat, my lobby is this. And we dying and starving in the ghettos of America. Yeah. Voting, it didn't work. How long you been voting, McDonald? We talk about it every week. We talk about, we got to get out, vote. Damn it, we got a goddamn black governor, black mayor, black city council, black council this, black senate this, black, and they got worse. Schools worse, black ministers worse. Hospital, we don't got no more hospitals for black. All of our stuff is gone. Listen, I'm gonna get up here and ramble.
70 years. 70 years we've been voting.
70 years got worse.
70 years. Let me ask, who's 70 years old? Been voting since they've been born, and nothing has changed.
Black community gone.
Voting is a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. That's what voting is. And every year we vote, we fall for the pyramid scheme. You understand? All we need is black people would get out and vote. Listen, it was a point in period. Think about it, right?
You can shout them all out. Shout out the water for water.
Shout out the Dolphins last. Said shalom. That's right.
You sound correct. The water for tuning in.
Hey, listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. There was a time period in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s when the most people to ever vote came out and voted. The situation
you can minimize it.
The situation that we're in right now is the same situation they were in at that time. all of that walking across the Selma Bridge, all of that civil rights march and movements and things like that. That was the best time. That was the most precious time in voting, and nothing has changed. And if you think about it, and we say this again every week, you don't see the Asians getting out and vote. And yet they got a Chinatown in every major city. You don't see the Arabs getting out and voting. Yet they own all of the Kennedy Fried Chickens and all of the hip hop chickens in every major city. You don't see the East Indians coming out and voting. Yet they own all of the Dunkin' Donuts. You don't see the Africans and the Ethiopians coming out. Yet they own all of the gas stations.
And listen, you may not see you ain't gonna see them at the poll, but their money is in them polls though.
Yeah,
they giving money to them politicians to make sure that they taken care of. They got whole communities or what have you. They have those they got something called the Korean. I forget what it was called.
The Korean,
they, in Baltimore, right?
Yeah, they come and speak for the whole Korean community.
They got a Korean council
and get things moving for them.
But you ain't seeing them at the polls. You ain't seeing them get out and vote. We gotta fight for Baltimore work whatever.
Right.
We dying and starving in the ghettos, you know. And we just political pawns at this point. Go ahead.
Right, if I could, I just wanted to this is a quick sidebar. So I was at Dunkin' Donuts on Bel Air Road earlier today.
Yeah.
There's a brother working in there.
Right.
Jeez.
I seen him he came to the window because he didn't take the order, but he came to the window. I said, "You black?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "How they treating you in there?" He said, "Man, terrible, man."
Yeah.
He said, "It's crazy in here." And then
Bel Air.
It's right there on Bel Air and
you get up by the car wash, right up there, right after you go past the car wash up on the hill.
Where the Dollar Tree at?
Yeah, with Dollar Tree.
Right, yeah.
The big Dollar Tree.
Yeah, that's the one I go to. The Dunkin' Donuts.
They used to have a bar right there. Is this still that sports bar? That sports bar still over there?
Right, it's right there.
It's still open because they closed for a minute though. For a while.
It's weird. Like you got to
weird times. They have good chicken over there.
It's jumping.
It's jumping now.
It be jumping. Yeah.
Where the bar right used to be at, right? That market.
Right. No,
it's closed.
They shut down though.
Right. Come on.
This is east side. This is east side. This is east side conversation.
Yeah, the Aldi was sitting right there across the street. The Dunkin' Donuts sit right there, but that little bar across the street be jumping now.
Yeah,
But this
good chicken over there.
This is the thing. You know, when they bring us in, right? When they bring black people in, that means they own it.
It was a Chinese young girl was in there too.
Usually a Chinese old man be in there.
Oh yeah. It just blew my mind. I wanted to bring it out.
Yes. Yep. But that's kind of odd for them to own that. But all of the rest of the ones all around the city, damn near the East Indians own those. East Indians got the chokehold on it. You understand? And this is the thing, right? If you look how strategically placed they are, they're placed in our neighborhoods and they're placed in areas where they know they can make a profit off of us. All of the money and all of the building that they do comes from our pockets. And that's the thing that the black community doesn't understand. Everybody comes to America for the American reality. We are the only ones that's looking for the American dream. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody comes over here to live a comfortable life, but everybody's expenses comes from the people, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives of America. You understand? That's how it is. That's the American reality. We keep thinking about this American dream. That's the reason why we keep talking about going out and voting. We're the only people that keep running and doing the same thing over and over again. Keep banging your head against the same wall, thinking something different's going to change. Nothing's going to change.
We in the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
We in the hamster wheel going around and around and around. That's what we are. We on a goddamn treadmill,
yep.
With no end here. And what black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to recognize and understand is this. We got to separate ourselves from this age in society here.
Right.
We got to, y'all. I be seeing these cats, they think they so Well, they be intelligent up in the schools and the universities,
Mhm.
and they still can't see. They still can't see that America cannot. This is the thing you got to recognize and understand. These guys got to understand. The white man cannot be fixed.
Right.
The white man, you trying to fix the white man. It's like trying to make a tiger a pet.
Right.
You in there raising the tiger, giving the tiger milk. Oh, my little precious tiger. He growing up. Tiger, they had a tiger. I think it was in Brooklyn and Harlem. It was like news in like in the 90s and 80s.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
you growing the tiger, you giving the tiger milk. You gave the tiger a name. We call him Stripes or something. You know, he being a little tiger cat or whatever, right? But that tiger you can't change. What's the saying? You can't change a tiger's stripes.
What is it? It's a lot.
That's the saying, right?
It's, can an Ethiopian change his skin? What is the beginning part of it though? It says no, that's the second part. It says you said it, Cap. Can't change his.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Can a leopard change his spots?
Change his spots. That's the saying.
Or can an Ethiopian change his skin? You know, Ethiopian, you putting all those.
They can get that
on his skin. You understand what I'm saying? And we keep believing.
Oh, what's the scripture where as iron as when it talks about the iron rust?
Oh, as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness.
Listen, yeah,
That's the perfect precept for that. We think in our mind, first of all, because of Christianity and being in America, up under as a subservient under these oppressors,
right.
that especially with that Martin Luther King. Oh, as long as we love,
Yeah,
the greatest fight against hate
right.
is love.
We the only
You're gonna love that tiger. You're gonna nurse that tiger. You're gonna feed that tiger non-antibiotic steak.
right.
You're gonna make sure he got the best lamb, grass-fed cow. What else? No antibiotic chicken. He give him the top of the line. That tiger grow up, he gonna tear you to shreds. That's the white man. That's America. That's the oppressor. You understand?
Ecclesiastic is 12:10.
We gotta get that. We gotta get that. Go ahead.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust that. We trust in America.
Yeah,
We trust in a system that has only devoured us. And we become homeborn slaves.
right.
We become embodied in this society. We trust them now.
Right.
Trust them so much. We on debate shows with them, and this is why the Democratic Party is this. No, the Republican was the one that saved us, and we like in they lobbies
Mhm.
as if we are part. Man, especially Judah. Judah, it said we in the neck of thy enemy. We in the neck, like we in the thick of a society. Like, bro, we gotta get up out of that.
Right.
Now we trust them. We trust it. We trust American policies as if it was written for our liberation. It was written to sustain the white man.
Right.
It wasn't written to sustain our society, black folk. Go ahead.
Think about
Go ahead, please.
you know, if you think about it, just like you hit it on the money, right? They did that to sustain themselves, right? To keep themselves in power. And we talk about this all the time. I always bring this up, the doctrine of exclusion, 1638. It says, no slave, descendant of a slave or black person shall enjoy the fruits of white society. That means the situation that we are in right now has been created for us. And this is the place where they need us to be to continue to be on the top of the mountain. You understand what I'm saying? It says no slave, descendant of a slave or black person shall enjoy the fruits of white society. Think about the fruits of white society, being able to teach our own children in schools You understand? In colleges, you
Mhm.
understand? To be able to run an industry that can impact Blacks, Hispanics, and natives. We are not allowed to do that. To grow our own food and sell to our own people. We are not allowed to do that. We talked about this earlier. Even this is communism 2.0.
And also, listen, those are the things that you just mentioned. Those were normal things to do before the Civil Rights Act.
Yes.
Before the Civil Rights Act, that was a time after that, up into the 80s, and then it just disappeared. Then it just vanished.
Right.
Now, in the UK, especially Gen Z, Generation Alpha, Generation X, Generation what's the Gen Z,
Yeah.
millennials, especially the late millennials, like early 90 millennials.
Right.
We don't know what it is to what a black society is.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely that.
And I don't think a lot of folk, especially folk that's pushing this voting stuff, pushing this being a part of America stuff, recognize that we don't know what real unity is because of our mistakes,
Right.
because of our faulty leadership, and they holding on to a hope. We holding on to that trust that this scripture is talking about. Damn, we right back in the scripture, ain't we?
Yeah.
We right back trusting in this theory that is going to fix us, but it only destroyed us.
Right.
Hey, let's get some more in the script. Though.
Say, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
It's right there. You got to read it.
I did. I just read it.
Oh, that was the end of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, my bad.
Listen, that's one of them scriptures I memorized.
Oh, no doubt.
I love that scripture. Think about it, right? It says,
Please.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Okay.
We all know the properties of steel, aluminum, iron, and things like that. You understand? We polish it up because I do that every day at work.
Okay.
If you let iron or steel or something sit long enough, you begin to see the rust stains begin to come up. The real true property of that thing begins to come through.
Put that stainless steel on some water, let it sit in that sink for a while. You're gonna see a little bit of red on that joint.
You start seeing knock it off. You start seeing the real true identity of that steel come through. Well, it's the same thing with the oppressor. You understand? No matter how much they say they love us, no matter how much they say they have our best interests at heart, eventually the true properties, the true feelings, the true heart of that beast is going to show through. You understand? And this is what we see every day. I just told you that coming in. It's the same thing I told you about my lawyer. I think this cat is giving me the shaft. You understand? Because this is the second time he did this. He did this to me. You understand what I'm saying? And call me late. Call me days late. Oh, they asking for something. I don't know. And then as soon as I call him back, he don't answer. You understand what I'm saying? For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Their wickedness always show through. And then it's always the time where we like, damn, I wish I would have never got him. And this is the reason why we need those lawyers. We need those teachers. You understand? We need those builders and electricians. We need to be able to come to our own people for help. Because now look at the situation I'm in. You understand? Not that it's gonna make or break me. You win some, you lose some. Life in a nutshell. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier when I can go to my brother or my sister
100%.
and say, hey, look, I need you to get my back on this one. You understand? Unfortunately, we got to go to the oppressor for the justice. The very person who's putting the oppression on us, we got to go to him for justice. And how do you get justice from the person that's punching you in your face? You understand?
Just some more.
This is Jeremiah.
The other one, the other scripture that you. Well, go ahead.
I'm not sure, but let's get it anyway. I don't.
This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin?
Can he change his skin? This is an analogy for what? Who he is, his nature,
Right.
Okay.
his characteristics, his nationality. It's not necessarily talking about skin color here. Let's not be naive, because that characterize your morals.
Right.
Just like the analogy with the stripes, it's an analogy with this particular nation.
Right.
That's all. That's the correlation of it. Go ahead.
Right.
Or the leopard his spots.
There you go. That's the correlation there.
Right.
The leopard is built to tear up things or what have you. The Ethiopian is a heathen nation that is against you. You understand?
Go
ahead.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
You understand? You better be in good conscience with dealing with these heathens, right? Man. You better be in good conscience and dealing with people outside of your nation because they are against you. If it's business, do the business right. That's what it's talking about right there. Go ahead. You anything on that?
Listen, think about it, right? Say that part again. Say that one again, your end part you just said.
Come on. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Listen, how can somebody accustomed to doing evil, how can they be expected to do good? If we look at it, right, every year, we just said it a few seconds ago, we keep running out voting, expecting a different outcome of the same situation. And what did you say earlier, Alizai? You just said people keep saying if we would have got what's the broad name?
Oh, Kamala.
If we'd have got Kamala Harris in there, things would be different. We always think something going to be different. Think about Cap just said she's a heathen anyway. Why would a heathen look out for us? What did she come on? She came right on and said, I'm not looking out for black people. I mean, think about it, right? And you still think about all of those sisters that raised that $1.5 million in 4 days, right? She didn't even have the decency to come out and thank them for their help after she lost. That's a heathen. That's what a heathen does. You understand what I'm saying? And we keep trusting in that. Think about it. People still talking her up now. How can you believe in somebody who doesn't even believe in you? How can you respect somebody that doesn't respect you? For like as iron rusted, so is her wickedness. Listen, the broad wickedness came right out after she lost. No respect. I'm going home. Want $1.5 million. Where did the money go? It went into the campaign. Campaigning what? What did she campaign with?
Remember after the campaign, they was talking about where all that money went?
Yeah.
Remember it was a whole headline over there.
Exactly. It was a whole deal. Yeah, it was a whole deal. And look at us. Listen.
If I could though, because we did
too much forgive and forget.
Yeah, too. And also this, if I could, also the scripture is saying this. You better deal with them wisely and expect them to
do what they do.
You know how you walk in the store and you got loss prevention following you.
Right.
I know for a fact. First, that's kind of carnal to say it like that, but first of all, I got a whole career. I'm coming to your establishment, and you're following me.
Right.
Now I don't even want to come in no more.
You won't follow me, but you want my money too.
Exactly. That's how you got to deal with them. You should expect, some foul play, some folly. So you got to be wise in how to do business with them or what have you. Right. Because that leopard is going to attack. You understand?
Yep.
Well, let's get some more. Can we get an article?
Con, sir.
Can we get one of these articles?
We're gonna get one article. Yeah, we're gonna get this article, right. We're gonna get. You still got an article too, right? I got this China. You want to do this China article first?
Yeah, let's keep exit out of this. I can't see the corner. And I gotta make sure. Let's get add to stage. All right, let's get this. They should be able to see. Yeah. If you want to scroll down and read, or either whoever.
You want to read it?
You want me to do that?
Go ahead.
Come on. Slide. Slide. Confident in China's power. Slide.
Xi
is ready to host. Is ready to host an unpredictable Trump, holding no illusions about making lasting deals at this week's summit. China's leader looks to project Beijing as an alternative to U.S. volatility on the world stage. It's a lot. President Donald Trump is set to visit China this week for the first time since 2017, when he received a red carpet welcome from children waving American and Chinese flags, and Chinese officials hoping to negotiate with a leader they viewed as a pragmatic businessman and deal maker. This time, Trump will return to Beijing, that is a far more powerful, confident seat of global power than a decade ago, with a seasoned leader, Xi Jinping, who now understands Trump weaponizes unpredictability and holds no illusions about making lasting deals with the American leader. Instead, Xi wants to project China as a more reliable and responsible counterweight to U.S. volatility, U.S. and Chinese experts say. China's comprehensive national power has grown significantly since 2017, said William Kling, who arranged Trump's visit at the time as a senior official at the U.S. Embassy in Beijing. The summit, which...
Can I say something? You hear something?
Go ahead, you go first.
Listen, it's bigger than Iran now. It's bigger than Qatar and Gaza. What does scripture say in Matthews? Wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
The turmoil ain't just... Okay, like we focused on Iran right now. But Russia and Ukraine, that's still a thing.
Right.
Like, remember when it was like all the blue and yellow flags riding around in Baltimore?
Yep.
We just moved on to the next fad. To the next fad and to the next popular thing. Remember when we was praying for Paris when they was going through their thing years ago? Mm-hmm. And we was riding around with red, white, and yellow French flags.
Yep.
All of this is tied into our liberation. Now we in the sea with China again,
right?
And Taiwan, and they talking about armed deals with Taiwan or what have you. This is not normal,
right?
This is not normal at all. This is like Taiwan better go to war with China, and vice versa. And now guess who's in the middle of it? Just like they're in the middle of Russia, just like they're in the middle of Iran and the Israelis. Yep. Now they're in the middle. They getting spread so thin.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a at some point when you get spread too thin, something gonna break.
Listen.
Something gonna break, my thumb. Go ahead,
when you put too many irons in a fire. I remember Captain Cahan said this just after they had the January 6th thing. He said the U.S. got too many irons in the fire. Too many. This is your power. Mm-hmm. But you take this one and you put it over here. You take this one, put it over there. You take this one. The more places you extend yourself, the weaker you get. Now, when Xi looked at Trump back in 2017, he looked up to Trump. He looked up to Trump, figuring Trump had true power. You understand? As the years went on, they began to grow. And remember, economically, they weren't the powerhouse that they were 10 years ago. You understand? They're the powerhouse. They're not the powerhouse that they are today. They weren't 10 years ago. Now Xi is bringing Trump in because now he knows that strategically, economically, they're in a place where we're in control now. Yeah, you can come see me. Remember when Trump first came in, everybody was coming to see Trump. Everybody was kissing the ring of Trump. Everybody was giving him the red carpet treatment. Not no more. What do you need from me now? As opposed to him saying, what do y'all need from me? Now, Xing, just like you said, the article said, we're in a different place now. The power that we wield is greater than it was 10 years ago. The cards are in our hand. We listen to the news every day, and we hear Trump, and we hear those news pundits always say, "Oh, we hold all the cards. We hold all the cards." You understand? And then you see something different happen. Trump gave him 67 days. Well, I'm gonna give him 2 more weeks. Well, I'm gonna give him 48 more hours. You know what? They need a little bit more time. You understand what I'm saying? The power void is shifted. You understand? The America that we saw back in the 1990s, the late 80s into the 90s is no more. And that was a visual. You understand?
Propaganda.
That was propaganda. What do we say in the prayers every Sabbath? You say, open up the internet, clear the airways and all of that. Meaning, listen, let us see what's really going on. Let us understand what's really happening. Give us the truth. You understand? And this is the reason why we come to these classes, because we have a true understanding and we know where to go to get the real truth. You understand what I'm saying? And now what these other countries are beginning to do, they're beginning to wake up and understand that
even the allies.
Yeah.
Even the allies, no European countries like, yo, come on, like, are you kidding me? Basically, like, they don't really want any U.S. bases on their land,
right?
Because now they're a target because of what they're doing in the Middle East. Only people that's really standing, and it's crazy because Commander Netenyahu said this in a Texas cookout like 3 years ago,
right?
At a Texas cookout like 3 years ago, talking about France going to do the X. I was like, yo, and then France started bucking about nukes and stuff. I was like, yo. Nigga, profit, yo.
Yeah.
Nigga, what you want me to say? Like, he said it. He said it 3 years ago. And then here you go, you got France bucking it.
Have you ever seen a little dude with a bunch of big dudes and they come down the street and that little dude bucking on everybody, but nobody don't want to mess with him? And all of a sudden, his circles start getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And the less start coming out. And then all of a sudden, he got nobody.
He ain't the man
now,
no more.
The things that he would have done with all the people behind him. Think about it. I can't believe NATO's not there.
Exactly. That's the
oh
news.
My God. How's this happening? You understand what I'm saying?
What he say? He say, NATO, you're not getting any help from the U.S. He thought he was NATO.
Right.
Like, you on point, man. Go ahead, please. Right. I mean, Nora, go ahead, please.
But just like you said, right? He thought that when you have people, all right, listen, when we was young, right? We talked about this a couple weeks ago. When we was young, when you wanted to fight somebody, but you wasn't really sure, you always go ahead, Go ahead, yo, hit him, yo. Go ahead, yo. Go hit him, yo.
Oh no, you instigating.
Because you want to see the power that this dude got. Not only that, if your man get him and get the popping him up, then you gonna jump on
follow
him too.
up.
Pop. Listen, all right,
they messy.
Here we go.
Good.
World War I and World War II. Same concept, right? America came into World War I late. They came into World War II late. When they came into World War II, remember, the world was fighting the world. America was only fighting Japan. America was fighting a weakened Japan because Japan had been fighting the whole World War II the whole time.
Right.
America destroyed wait a minute.
2 bombs.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go deeper. America really wasn't the ones that destroyed Japan. The Russians destroyed Japan. And because the Russians destroyed Japan, America had to put their footprint on the war. So they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima first. And 3 days later, they dropped another bomb on Nagasaki. Remember, Japan had already given up and they was at the table signing the
Retreat.
Not the retreat, but the surrender.
So okay.
They was already signing the surrender. But America
with Russia.
With Russia. But America spins the story and makes it seem like, because all those years I thought when they dropped them bombs, that's what made Japan give up.
Right.
That's what I thought.
They already given up.
But they said the Red Army came in and crushed them in Manchurian. They crushed the Japanese in Manchurian, and that's why they signed that declaration of surrender.
Right.
But when we get the story from America, when we get the propaganda, it makes it seem like, oh, America is the strength of the earth, and that's what I believe. So here comes the Dream Team Dream Team in 1992. I was chanting, "We are the greatest. We are the greatest," and that's what America does. And that's the blinders that they put over us.
They say the other countries do that.
Yeah,
but I say we. See, I'm saying we. Damn,
right.
God damn.
It's embedded in us, it's embedded in us so deep. But the good thing is, Cap, is we can catch ourselves. Shit. You understand? Damn.
Oh, wait a minute. Catch yourself saying the Christmas Carol. You trying to get some goddamn something from dinner. You in it's December. Oh, not December. No, December. You in the damn grocery store.
Yeah.
Hold on. They didn't trick me.
Hey, listen. But the greatest thing in the world is we have children now that's coming up under us that we're teaching in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's in us. We can remember, but now we have children that won't ever remember that. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, we gotta get some more. I want to get a little bit more on this article here, and then I at least want to get to the Hinta.
Okay.
I mean, I think Iran. We can skip Iran.
Okay.
But I want to get to that Hantavirus.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You want to get that Alizah?
Kind of.
Hold up. We read a bunch of this first over. It was a specific part I want you to go into. Is this the? No, this not it. This is it.
Remember, they've been traveling to them European nations too, them European islands, the Netherlands.
That's not that. No, okay, right there. I want you to start here though.
As they meet this week, Xi and Trump, leaders of the world's two biggest economies,
that's how you pronounce Z.
G.
I was saying XI. I'm reading the article on XI. That's a strange thing. Go ahead.
My thumb just told me. I ain't know.
No, that's this translation right there. Go ahead. Z.
Okay. And Trump, leaders of the world's two biggest economies, are looking to stabilize the bilateral relationship after tick for tack export controls and sweeping U.S. sanctions.
See this right here? This Bumpy Johnson coming up to the Italians, trying to cut a deal with the Italians. They thugs, y'all. Yeah. Hey, look, man, we got to be backed up over here, trying to cut a deal with the Italians. The Italians like, all right, we want this much percentage. You take this percent, you get this block, you get this block. They're international gangsters. The heads of these nations.
Right.
Don't look at it like world leaders trying to help their people. Look at it as literal gangsters. This is Bumpy Johnson. I only saying because I watch the shows and the movies and stuff.
Right.
This is I don't really know nothing about this thing, okay? This Bumpy Johnson and the Italian, one of them Italian traders. Coming up with the Negroes, trying to cut a deal, but behind the Italians' back.
Right.
The other Italian family's back, so he can get money. It's just on the international stage. So don't even we get in our mind see, they're trying to be diplomatic. They want peace and justice and utopia, right, amongst the earth. They just trying to listen to that.
Right.
They down there messing up my money, messing up my dope money, messing up my ports. And you know what I'm saying, we gonna cut a deal on it, but y'all do your deal with Iran.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure my money's tight on my side. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta think about it. Look at it, but we look at it like we such suckers in the game, and the propaganda that my thumb brings out all the time is so true.
Right.
That we can't look through what's happening to us. Them Chinese cats is dying and starving in their ghettos too. We dying and starving in the ghetto. And white man don't even give a damn about his own people. They rising up against them.
Right.
They got white folk rising up against white folk in America. You believe that?
Yeah.
Democratic Party, they talk Democrat, they coming up this is better. They call it civil war now, right? They don't know what to do. They confused. They confused as hell. We gonna fix that confusion. We fix it. I mean, we unconfused in here.
Yeah.
The white man is the devil.
That's right.
That's all it is. Like it ain't really rocket science.
Right.
He done confused his own people, our people, the world to make it seem like he's great and mighty and moral. He got the Trump. First of all, Trump 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, the Chinese virus.
Right.
China got to pay for. China got to pay for the virus. No, hey, China. Yeah, I know y'all messed up. Boom, boom. They doing backroom deals.
Right.
Gangster. Like, and then the Italian family. The Italian. He going back to the family. Like, these niggas. Boom, boom, boom. We gonna control they gonna take they. Meanwhile, he go with the Negroes with Bummy Johnson and them cutting deals. You see, like they gangsters, y'all.
Right.
Is it another term? Devils. My bad. That's another term.
Yep.
Deceivers. They didn't deceive the world to make it feel like they the upright and just people of the earth here. And we gotta drop this for time's sake too. You want some more on this?
I'm about to say, listen, and then they make us believe that they're the ones who can disperse justice.
Right.
We're the ones who can solve problems. You understand? We're the ones can solve all the issues of the globe. You understand? And people keep believing in that bull. You understand? America can't solve anything. America is the problem. America's the terrorist of the earth.
God.
America's the thief for the earth. America is the pirate of the earth, the kidnapper, the conquistador. You understand? The colonizer of the earth. Colonization is still in existence. Listen, look at how we living. We still today. They control where we live at. You go to a mortgage company. That's out of your price range. Oh, you can't live there. You understand? Your credit score won't allow you to get that, or they place something so high where they know you can't afford it. That's colonization in a different aspect. It's not called colonization, but that's what it's made to do. Why do you think most of us are in the ghettos? Why do you think most of us are living below the poverty line? You understand? Why do you think most of us are living in those projects? Because we're still being colonized and we don't have the understanding or the fortitude or the proper outlets to understand. But this right here, the ISUPK, is the proper outlet where you find out how all of your troubles are happening and how to cure all of your problems. Listen, I'm not saying that we're not saying that everything happened overnight. But we know that everything starts right here. You understand? I yield, sir.
Absolutely. He definitely on point. We'll get one more article here. Y'all remember 2019, 2020 coronavirus?
Yep.
COVID-19, the Chinese virus.
Or you know what? That's crazy because now this is the oppressive virus. This is the white man virus, right?
White man virus now.
White man virus, right?
Now look, they was looking at us crazy, talking about UPK. Y'all over there supporting the shot.
Right.
That's the y'all taking the jab. Y'all taking the mark of the beast.
Right.
Oh, y'all over there with the 5. I don't know. I didn't forget about that.
Hey, Cap,
I guarantee you, them cats are talking about 5G with the coronavirus. They got a 5G phone right now. Go ahead.
did you grow another arm?
I ain't grow no
Grow
arm.
another eye?
I ain't grow another eye.
Yeah, ain't nothing happening. We
I think we still good. Matter of fact, I think I was less sick after I got the damn jab.
how about that?
Because that was a horror. Listen, when I got that corona virus, that COVID-19, I was down. After that Passover,
Oh yeah. I think
I was down for like, listen, I was sick. I was like, if you ever had the flu,
I was
if you ever had the flu for the first time,
Yeah.
I felt like I had the flu for the first time, but it felt like a week and a half though. It was horrible.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It was horrible. It was like, it was bad.
I know Ricard said, boy, he seen me, boy. He said, boy, you lost so much weight, boy. I didn't know what. You know what I mean? And I felt it. You understand? I felt it. You understand?
Yeah.
But that jab shit,
Listen,
still.
I remember we went to that summer. Was it that? I think it was that next summer. Right after that Passover, it was the or was it the summer after?
No. That was right after the Passover because it was the Juneteenth joint we went.
No,
to.
it wasn't Juneteenth. Was it the AFRAM or the other one?
No,
it was the AFRAM or Artscape?
We got the jab.
Yeah, when the mayor was out there.
Juneteenth. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think
listen.
no, because they had the poetry out there. It wasn't Drew Park.
No,
It was another joint. It was another spot on the west side.
it was over there by the light rail. Remember the street on the other side of the light rail, right there on Howard Street,
North Avenue.
off of behind North Avenue. When you come over from North Avenue,
But it was on the west side.
It was on the west side. It was
Yes.
just before we got there. Listen, because remember we went on the east side first, and it wasn't nothing over there. When we went to that building where they had all those people at, where they had the people set up inside the building, we was like, man, it ain't too many people over here.
Matter of fact, I forgot. No, because I can't believe you remember.
Because listen,
I can't believe that
I'm gonna tell you how I remember.
because we ate that too. We had food over
Right.
there.
I'm gonna tell you how. Listen,
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you
That's
how.
wild. That's
I'm gonna
wild.
tell you how I remember because the photo that we took, I made that my cover photo on my what's the name? That's what's my cover photo. It got all of us on there.
It wasn't AFRAM or Artscape.
No, it was Juneteenth. Because remember we seen the
Yeah.
sister. Remember we seen the sister with the white dude, and we was like, yeah, we out here because we telling blacks and Hispanics that we gotta stick together. And she was like, yeah, we do. And I said, but and she was like, remember she had the dick look.
Yeah.
She had the dumb look on her face. She had the dumb look on her face because she was with the white dude that day. Remember that was Juneteenth. Because it was quiet.
I remember now because we was down by it was an old where we went to was like
over by Boston Street.
Boston. No, it wasn't Boston.
It was
by the stadium, like near the stadium.
Right.
It was an old project.
Yeah.
Right.
What was the project that used to be there? It was an old project.
That was
It was an old
What was
project, and they tore it down. And it was over there by Cross Street,
Right. And
Highway,
Right.
and what's that other famous street over there? You got Light Street, Hanover Street,
Charles Street.
because
It's like all in that same
Charles Street
area.
a little further over.
Yeah. Kind of.
Over
Yeah,
there,
but it's back over by where we used to go to the library at over by
Right,
Cross.
Light Street.
Right.
Yeah, Light Street.
That area we did first. It was an old project.
Right.
Yeah.
Total project there, but there's a black and black thing and a white space.
Yeah,
Oh,
We
okay.
did went to the west side.
right.
I can't believe all this time I think it was like an Artscape joint. This is Baltimore. See, we gotta do the show. But no, we got the jab.
Right. We got
And I probably got COVID a couple times, but I was as I was.
Yeah, but I had
That first-
I had
after
it, but
that
I didn't know I had it.
Exact the point.
They didn't know. I didn't know I had it, but my rib got it. I was like, damn. I said, I'm good. She said, well, you still gotta go get checked. They made me take 2 days off because I came back positive.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I had to take 2 days off, but I was up. I was doing my thing.
Right.
I was like, shit, I take this 2 days
Come,
off. You know, but yeah. But that was that day. That was the Juneteenth.
But no, back then, they looking at it like, y'all taking a jab. Listen, damn right in there. I do not want to be sick.
Yeah,
Give me the medicine. Give me the vaccine.
right.
As soon as that hantavirus vaccine going out, I'm gonna be first in line. Give me the jab. GMS, you fake, you, I'm gonna curse. You fake Israelites, oh, they over there checking the jab, y'all taking the mark of the beast, the same old cycle, and you're gonna be over there sick and dying.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Listen, back then, what we say? I said, what we say? It's going to be more viruses. It's going to be. Imagine how to sit it. It's coming, and now it's here now. The coronavirus was like yesterday.
Yeah.
Dad, it was like, God damn, we really married. Now that's something new.
Yep.
And it looking like it ain't being contained.
Right.
Let's get this story.
They said this.
Let's get this story. Listen, we got to do that class, all right, y'all. I know we want to do this. We want to do this show all night sometime. Sometimes we want to do this show all night, but goddamn, we gotta.
You're right.
Come on, man. All right. Let's get this. You want to get this Al-Azhar? Hold up. Let me scroll up for you. Go ahead.
Suck.
You got the mouse. Go ahead.
Come on.
Hey, if you want to listen, you ain't gotta go. You can use two fingers and then push up.
Oh,
Use two fingers and push up. You gotta learn how to do that. There you see that? You gotta be hit. You gotta get hit, yeah.
When
it ain't like back in the
what he did?
like two fingers, and well, now it's jamming up.
Pull down. Two fingers, pull down. See, now you ain't gotta go to the right and click. Yeah, you gotta get used to it though. Like you're scrolling on your phone. There you go. Well, keep going. You got it. Again. There you go. You gotta get hit, yeah.
Americans from how you say it? Hantavirus hit cruise ship in U.S., including one who tested positive, another with symptoms. 17 Americans and a dual British U.S. citizen evacuated from the cruise ship hit with a deadly outbreak of Hanta arrived in the U.S. early Monday.
It's on now.
Good night.
It's on in Parliament, though.
I thought they supposed to left them out in the water for a couple of months.
A month and a half, something like that.
45.
Yeah, dead bodies on the boat. They could have just gave. We're gonna ship some food and some medical supplies and some sanitary items or what have you.
Okay.
Listen, the Lord said, nah, they getting all that shit, bro.
They bringing it.
If we this is why black people gotta be in charge.
Right.
Black people all over the social media was like, blow up the boat, which was wrong.
It was all in morning, though.
Yeah. Black folk like all throughout TikTok, man, y'all better blow that damn boat up.
Right.
But black people trip because we know that virus was supposed to be contained. If it was under our leadership, we wouldn't have blown that shit up. But we would have made sure it's contained. They got medical supplies. Y'all all over here. Y'all quarantine over here. Get on this section of the boat. Over here, y'all free. Y'all stay on this section of the boat. We got the bodies on this deck over here.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
They got to get people off of the boat. We're going to have you quarantined. Now they on play. They on commercial flights, madam. They on commercial flights. Now the husband's sick. Husband died. She got symptoms. Now we in America with it. Now it's because why? White people can't be in charge. That white people was the problem. Have black folk in charge of that boat, in charge of these authorities. Listen, they on a boat. I mean, how could it get? Like, you're not in a public hospital. You're not on you're not on land. They're contained away from everyone. Cut the ship in half. Infected, not infected. If everybody infected, leave them on that joint until they not infected no more. Whoever dies. get the medical supplies, put the doctors on the ship.
Yeah.
When they coming off the ship, test them, have them quarantined on another boat or something. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Give them their own boat. You know what I mean? The volunteer doctor. But correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, if you are a leader in a
Yeah.
black people would not have them people on land at all. Straight up. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we about cleanliness. You understand? If you following this law, you about cleaning, you gonna quarantine.
Right.
That's what they got. They got it from us.
Think about this though.
Come on, go ahead, Madonna.
Where did they say that virus come from? Where did they say it come from?
Argentina.
Huh?
That's what it said come from, Argentina.
No. How?
The rats.
Yeah.
Rat urine and
rat feces. It has to be, and then they said it has to be in order for you to get that virus, it has to be large amounts. Large amounts. Now think about this, right? How long have we been living in fat rat infested neighborhoods?
Come on.
And we've been fighting them, right?
Come on.
We've been fighting them. And this virus has never come up in our neighborhood. So now
the Lord sent this.
You looking at a European ocean liner. Remember that Black Plague and that plague that they brought to the Native American Indians came from Europe. You understand? They went to all those European islands and everything else. Large amounts of feces, rat feces, and urine. Who lives around that? Who does that? This is something that's in them, living in caves around animals. You understand? We keep looking at them and thinking that, oh, these are cleanly people. They are not a cleanly people. Think about this, right? You ever see
Somebody
boardwalk?
had to check the door.
Someone's at the door. Oh, he called me too. But think about this, right?
Hold the door. Hold up. Where the door?
No, that's what Karad just said. I didn't see nobody.
He got a face there. But go ahead.
Okay, but if you think about it, right? We keep looking at these people as though they are cleanly people. You ever seen Boardwalk Empire? On Boardwalk Empire, I got the series, right? On Boardwalk Empire, they had this chick that come from Paris, a white, a European come from Paris. She told the other ladies who was doing the modeling clothes to her that they had to take a bath at least twice a month. At least twice a month.
Dang.
So listen, this is in 18. This series, when they did the Boardwalk Empire, it was supposed to have been in 1840 something. Understand what I'm saying? This shows you the thought process of these people and who these people really are. This is how often they used to shower and bathe. So if you showering and bathing, you're a woman, you know you have a monthly, and you showering and bathing only twice a month.
Yeah, you out of line.
Definitely. And this is what do they call it? Correct. This is this is correct for the time that they made, in the time that they made these movies or these shows. They're showing you how people really lived back then. Everybody knows Black people washed up every day. But these people feel like you don't have to wash up every day. So now, fast forward to 2026. Now you got a boat that has cruised around all of the European islands, all of these European nations, and come back with a virus that you have to be around rat and mice feces, a lot of it, for a long period of time. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be around it for a long period of time. Hey, look at my nieces and my nephew. That's both of them. I hear that. All right. That's what's up. Hey, baby. Get out of that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, but you have to be around rat and rat feces, mouse feces, and urine for a long period of time to contract that virus. Now it's going all around on a boat.
Good.
If I could, like, that was heavy because we definitely grew up with, like, Gil Scott Heron had a song. His sister was getting bit by rats.
Right.
We've been getting, you know what I mean, living with rats.
Yeah.
And we ain't never had nothing like this. And if I could, ain't this the same way?
That's a deep track right there, too.
Kind, sir.
Jazz don't know about that.
Ain't this the same way that the coronavirus came over on a boat?
No, they ate a bat or something. I don't know if it was a boat though, but
I mean, like when it came over here, like when
it was supposed to start in Hunan, China.
Right, come on. But I believe it was like when it contained, like it was over there first, but then they were saying like it was on a ship, like it was. That's what they were saying. It was getting closer.
That's the way it came over.
Right, come on.
On a ship. Yeah.
So the Most High,
yeah.
He's shipping. He's shipping it over.
Shipping it over the waters.
Go, okay.
You know what I mean? That's and you start looking at stuff. Well, just like we said, right? Just like when the Europeans came over here to the so-called Americas, and they did the same thing to the Native Americans, gave them that what they gave them in the blankets, smallpox in the blankets.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? This is a horrible, wicked people. You understand? And we keep looking at them. We get mystified when it comes to them, and we believe that they are the say all be all. You understand? Whatever they say, that's it. It's right and whatever. These are the worst people. This is the scum of the earth. What did Captain Kahan said that day when that coronavirus started spreading? He said the Lord had to pass along a virus to show us a virus. You understand? When that COVID hit, we saw how the oppressor, how wicked the oppressor could be. You understand? And now it's happening all over again. You understand? Even with this war and stuff going on, look at what's happening. You understand? We're really seeing the true. For like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You understand? The true wickedness of the oppressor is truly showing through right now.
God, look at what this Hantavirus extortion going to be at an all-time high again. I started looking. Okay, what stock do I gotta buy this time? I gotta let me get up on my game this time. We can see it coming from afar now. Do I gotta invest in Zoom now or?
No, Salaki.
What I got invest in?
You gotta invest in whatever cleans up rat feces.
Yeah, let me get investing.
That's gonna be the investment. When this stuff really start getting heavy, especially if this start blowing up. Remember how whites. Remember how the bleach white. Yep.
The Clorox wipes, everything. They already know what they want to invest in. They just waiting. No, they ain't. It's going to be groundbreaking product. Right. They already had the right clearing product out there.
Right. That's going to be it.
Okay. But look, you had something else? Let's get a little bit more of this article if I could. I want to get out here in 10 minutes. We get this class rolling. You got the mouse.
Come on, so like,
why don't this? Because I broke as a joke. Is that the same? Broke as a joke. They still say that.
Broke as a joke.
Broke as a joke. God damn. So
an American on the what's that repatriation flight tested mildly PCR positive for the Andes virus, the strain involved in this outbreak, and another began showing symptoms. The Department of Health and Human Services said Sunday night. Both passengers were traveling in the plane biocontaminants unit out of the ambulance of caution. Slightly. HHS said the passenger who tested positive was not experiencing symptoms, according to a statement from the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Most Most taken to Nebraska. Most taken to Nebraska quarantine and biocontaminant units. The flight to the
Take them to Nebraska.
Yeah. The flight to the U.S. landed in Omaha early Monday, and a convey ambulance and multiple buses took passengers to the University of Nebraska Medical Center, where 16 will stay for monitoring. 2 other passengers were flown to Atlanta, where the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is based for further assessment and care, said the CDC's Brandon Jackson, acting director of the Division of High Consequences, Pathogens, and Pathology.
Hold up for a minute. They took them to Atlanta. That's a black city.
Okay.
And then they took them for assessment. That means they more contaminated than those others, right? Imagine that virus escaping in Atlanta. You understand? Imagine, look at the wickedness that's already happening in Atlanta, and I'm talking about amongst blacks and Hispanics.
Why should you transport people at that rate? If anything, you should be taking. We need a specialist doctor,
right,
in Nebraska. Why are you taking patient 0? To you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
are you
how?
Because am I crazy for thinking that way?
Listen, no, you're right, because this is
fly in a doctor. You don't fly the patient.
This is an oppressor. This is an oppressor.
Hey, get down.
No.
Yeah.
Sit down, baby girl. This is an oppressor's disease, right? And if you get this oppressor's disease,
I ain't one of the falls.
In the Mecca of Black America. Now I'm saying Mecca of Black America because that's where a lot of blacks are hubbing to. You understand what I'm saying? And by the I want to say the right word, by what's going on in Atlanta, it's easy for a disease like that to spread amongst us. You understand? And then branch out.
It's such a social scene.
That doesn't make sense that they taking two of the people with the worst. You understand? You gonna take them to Atlanta,
to a populated city,
right?
That's populated by black people,
right? That's populated by black people. That doesn't make sense. You understand? You taking all of these people here, and you quarantining them there, but you taking these people all the way to Black America. And I'm not saying Black America as
I know what you mean.
You understand what I'm saying?
A city that's populated by black people. Yeah.
For that disease just to hit the floor, and boom. Next thing you know, Atlanta is going to be a hellhole. It's already a hellhole. It's already Sodom and Gomorrah.
Damn right.
Now it's about to be the what they call it, what's the thing that God sent down on Sodom and Gomorrah?
Fire.
Yeah, what they call it though? He called it the phosphorus. No, what's the word?
Hellfire.
Yeah, it was hellfire, but brimstone.
Fire and brimstone.
Yeah. You understand now? It's going to be an explosion, and all hell going to break loose because why? A lot of people who are not in that community go there and come back home.
Yeah. Then it's the summertime.
Right. Then it's the summer. Oh, that's going to be even hell.
Come on, y'all. What month we in? May?
We in May.
It's better to be traveling.
Listen,
if it's not already. And then you got graduation. All the Grambling, is it Grambling down there?
Yep. No.
Where's Grambling at?
That's Grambling is
Is it Georgia though, right?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Georgia. You're right.
It's in Grambling's in Georgia.
Yeah.
How far is that from Atlanta though? It's in Georgia though. I know that's the famous one in Georgia.
Yeah, that's a black college. That's a HBCU.
Well, it's all black down there. Is what I'm saying. Okay,
yeah, that's the main thing.
Main one is Grambling.
Think about all of those shows that they have in Atlanta. That's there. You understand all of that cascading back and forth that everybody does amongst each other down there. You know, I think that's a planned hit. Not just me. That's not coming from the UPK. That's just how I feel. That's why I brought it up, because that's what it seemed like to me. Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me.
Listen, this administration, and they just filed a bunch of cash from the CDC.
Yep.
So they mishandling something like this is ridiculous, y'all. We talking about a killer virus here, right? More deadly, they say 4 out of 10, damn near at a 50% death rate. So you firing all these people at the CDC, what have you, and it's looking like it's not being handled well. Yep. And the rate just keeps going up. They saying Sweden, they saying this nation, they saying this nation.
Yep.
And it ain't like I'm getting news of it's being taken care of. The only news I'm getting with them is that it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
And that's what Commander Hanna said. Another plague is going to hit America. Another plague is going to hit the earth. That's what Commander Hanna said. And the prophet said, it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. The wars are going to continue to happen. The turmoil is going to continue to happen. It's unavoidable. Pestilence. Anything you want to say in closing, Mathon?
That's it, sir. I got it. No, I ain't got it.
Anything in closing or any closing statements?
Oh, no. I'm good, sir. That's it. I mean, think about it. I mean, just like you said, wars and rumors of wars, pestilences, and all these things are going to be heightened. You understand what I'm saying? They said this disease doesn't really show through till 17 days after it's incubated in you. That means all of those days that you're around other people. That's why I was saying they got these other two with the worst cases. They taking them to Atlanta. It doesn't make sense. To me, you keep all of them together, whether they in separate rooms or not. You keep everybody together so that you can monitor how sick and who's getting worse and who's getting better. You understand? You never have a disease like that, and then you start separating people and breaking them off, sending them to different parts of the country like you want this disease to spread. Who knows?
No sweat. Again, this is the Israelite School of UPK. It's the One West News Desk. Every Monday night live here in the UPK, you understand? I'm your host, Cap Sapari, along with
Officer Mathum.
We see you next time live at the UPK, Baltimore. Shalom. You end it. I can't end it. I can't see the bottom one from here.